Thanks, Mark. So hello everyone. I'm really happy and delighted to be here today. So as Mark said, my name is Lynsay Cunningham. I am the Warehouse Distribution and Fleet Manager for Coca-Cola on the island of Ireland. I have a large team of just under 200 people, made up of a hybrid model of Coca-Cola employees, and also work really in close contact with our third-party logistics providers. I'm responsible for quite a large budget of tens of millions of pounds per annum. And ultimately what I am responsible for, and with the support of my fantastic team, is the delivering to our customers across the island of Ireland on time and in full to 6,000 delivery points across Ireland and 40,000 million unit cases of our product. So I was one of the lucky ones. You know, I heard the grads talking earlier about, you know, they knew what they wanted to do. I was the same. So I chose my GCSE subjects based on the career that I wanted. I chose my A-level subjects based on the career I wanted. And here's a wee picture of me almost 20 years ago when it didn't go to plan because I wanted to be a physiotherapist. Turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to me. But I then had to radically decide what I wanted to do. I didn't really know still, so I did a science degree at Jordanstown, and I spent the next 5 or 7 years working in the laboratories across food and in the quality departments across the food and manufacturing, food and pharmaceutical industries. And I joined Coca-Cola around 13 years ago. Coca-Cola is a fantastic development organisation. The customer and their people is truly at the centre of everything that we do. I have been lucky to be involved and completed many talent development courses across quality, manufacturing, and also within logistics. Internally in terms like leadership courses, and also externally in the likes of Prince 2 project management course. So when I joined Coke, I worked in the micro labs, and then I quickly progressed into manufacturing, where I was a production manager for 3 of our 5 production lines. Then I joined logistics, where I was a warehouse manager, and then I had about 3 years of project roles, where project roles were really, that's where I felt that I was very well suited. I love the innovation, I love the excitement, I love the fast pace of it. I love the fact that, you know, within the manufacturing industry, we really have to work faster and smarter. It's no secret that we have quite a high cost base here. So efficiency and lean and thinking of customer services has to be a big part of what we do. So within my function specifically, we have had a lot of investment over the last 5 years. These are like the 3 main projects that I thought I'd talk about a bit today. So over to the left-hand side is our Automate, which is basically, in short term, an automated warehouse operating in our facility in Lisburn. It's operated by 1 person. It holds just under 25,000 pallet spaces. It operates 24/7. And it also manages all our stock rotation. So it manages stock rotation in terms of dates for all products, but also for customer specific. So we would have particular customers who want a particular shelf life, and it's all programmed and managed through our Automate system. Then we have, as Stuart mentioned, also down in Collins's, we have automated guided vehicles. This project is one that I was extremely proud of because, as Michelle, our HR business partner, mentioned earlier, Helenic operates over 28 countries, and I led the introduction of the AGVs in Ireland, which was the first in the 28 countries. We were a pilot plant. We then installed on time, 3 months ahead of time, within budget, very successfully within our manufacturing area, these automatic vehicles. And essentially what they are is manless fork trucks. They work on a geo-coordinate system, kind of like your sat-nav in the car. It collects pallets at the end of our production lines and sets them to the in-feed of our automated warehouse, totally manless. They even change their own batteries. The only time that we have manual intervention with our AGVs is if they need a bit of asset care, a bit of cleaning, and that's the only manual intervention. So they're something to be quite proud of, and they happened here in Northern Ireland, the first across the whole. You know, as Michelle said, we are a big brand. People think, oh, it all happens in America. Not really. Sometimes the big Coca-Cola things happen here in Northern Ireland. The latest one is the one down at the bottom corner, it's our vision picking. I actually haven't went live with this. I go live with this on Monday. So that's where I'll be on Sunday in the warehouse prepping for this. And basically this is vision picking, and what we have done, and we're the second plant, second country in Helenic, is to install our vision picking, which is essentially handless order picking, which instructs the operators through the virtual reality of where to go in the warehouse to collect product to pick for customers. The thing for this is not, it's not so much efficiency around speed, it's around accuracy, that it's kind of impossible to pick the wrong thing, so we will always deliver correctly to our customers. What's next for us is, as I mentioned, I am responsible for the fleet across the island of Ireland, which is just under 400 vehicles, trucks, lorries, vans and cars, and we are branching into the electric vehicle. And we are currently trialling across, because it's depending on where, so like cities or rural areas of Northern Ireland and South of Ireland, that we are trialling out our electric vehicles. So that's something that we're quite proud of as well. So logistics and manufacturing is really exciting. I think someone mentioned earlier it has a perception of being boring. When I tell people I work in Coca-Cola, they generally go, oh, must be sales. Oh, what are you doing, Coca-Cola? Oh, I work in manufacturing or logistics. Oh, you just like transport stuff around? No, it's really, really exciting. So, you know, it is up to us to be promoting that excitement. It's fantastic. I absolutely love manufacturing, and that's my last wee picture. So this is me 20 years later. Really thankful that I didn't get into physiotherapy. I haven't aged much, as you can see as well. So if I wrote myself a letter, because I thought, right, how do I end this, right? How do I end the talk? And I thought, well, if I wrote myself a letter to read in 10 years' time, I'd like to think that I've brought innovation within Coca-Cola to another level. I'm excited for the other projects that we're going to roll out, and also I'd like to think that my children have the opportunities within Northern Ireland that I had to explore and stay here, essentially. So that is it for me, I think. Yes, so thanks for listening, and thanks very much for having me.